Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how much money I made in October 2023. So if you want to find out, then stay tuned. So yeah, October was a tough old month for me, I think, especially the second half of October. I felt like there were not many deals popping up. I was definitely feeling a bit stressed about FBA. Just everything was a bit dry. I was calculating my profits and I was a bit disappointed. I was not progressing as much as I wanted, not growing as much as I wanted. I was hoping to be hitting sort of 10,000 in sales, soon. So yeah, I was definitely found October a pretty tough month actually. I've just onboarded. I've now got 3 virtual assistants as well. So I onboarded a admin VA as well during October. And I guess a reality hit for me, and you'll see in the figures as well, is that my costs have dramatically increased. Having 3 virtual assistants and using Prep Center and things like that has really taken a bite out of my profits. But I do this video just to show you the reality of FBA and just the struggle of my journey. I'm trying to scale an FBA business, primarily doing online arbitrage. And yeah, I'll just talk. I'll just try and be honest, basically, about what's going on. But yeah, so I'll show you my figures in just a minute. But yeah, I've got 3 virtual assistants now, so 2 sourcing virtual assistants and 1 admin virtual assistant. And I'm hoping this should be enough now to catapult me to get to the sort of 10,000 profit months and beyond, basically. The biggest thing getting an admin VA on board, although there was a lot of work up front from me just to get her, understanding what to do in the business. She should take a lot of work off my hands. And I just need to keep in mind that I need to maybe just take 1 step back to take 2 steps forward. So now that I've got the sourcing outsourced and the admin outsourced to my virtual assistants, that hopefully the business now can progress and I can spend more time either sourcing for myself to get extra deals or purchasing or just doing higher level strategy things in the business. So yeah, hopefully the next sort of 2, 3, 6 months we'll see progression in the business and I'll be growing. And hope that these extra expenses that I'm spending now are going to pay dividends in the future. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the figures anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick little update on my FBA business, basically, and so the struggles that I've had. Let me just switch over to my full screen. Cool. So first thing I wanted to show here was just my sort of profit and sales, and yeah, as you can see, in terms of if we look at just the raw figures, 4,582 profit, just shy of 4,600. A good amount of sales, and yeah, I've noticed my ROI has been dropping in the past few months. Since I've bought on my new virtual assistants, I said to them I'm willing to take lower ROI items, if those sales figures are worth me doing it. I think they took it a little bit too far, and I had to kind of rein that back in now. And I'm definitely going to be stricter on the ROI I'm looking for. Basically, I always say to people, when they ask me what ROI should you go for, and I always said it depends. But I think I'm going to be much stricter on trying to hit that sort of 30% ROI. Unless something is a big seller and I can sell through a lot of units. I'm going to be a bit stricter on myself and my virtual assistants on those deals, basically, and looking for those 30-40% ROIs. 30% is probably going to be the minimum. In the end, I'm looking to make pounds. So whatever can make me the most money, I suppose. But at the same time, I need to be getting a good return on investment as well. So I don't have unlimited capital. So it needs to be put in the wisest places, basically. So this just shows you kind of those raw figures. A bunch of reimbursements this month as well. A decent amount of refunds as well, which is a bit of a shame. Refunds are one of the worst parts of doing an FBA business, as I've mentioned in the past. But yeah, so you can see here, these are kind of the raw figures, basically. Yeah, 21% ROI. But if we go into this figure here, shows you, we can just zoom in a little bit. make it easier on you guys. Just shows you the actual profit after it takes off, the FBA fees that I've got, so like storage, a few shipping costs, the subscription obviously for Seller Central, etc., etc. Of course, I'm getting a call now. I'll be back in a second. Cool. So that's I just got interrupted by Amazon calling me to try and sell me something. Anyway, right. Where were we anyway? What was I talking about? So yeah, this basically just shows the screenshot of after the fees, basically, extra fees there on Amazon. So we've gone from about 45.82 profit to about 44.28. This shows you like profit on reimbursements and other fees that are taken off, basically. So this is where we end up, 4428. Cool, right. And then we've got my little screenshot here. Make sure I put the figures in correctly. I did, yeah, cool. Right, so this is just going to show you what I actually ended up with after everything, basically. And I'll be honest, I was very disappointed with this month. My costs have absolutely skyrocketed, and really taken a dent in the profit that I've made. On the plus side, I am offloading a lot of my work now, like the prep. I don't have to do any prep, although I do get a few small things delivered here. I don't have to receive items. I don't have to prep items myself. I don't have to source items, and now I don't even have to do the admin either. So, in that regard, I've definitely taken a lot of work off my shoulders. And like I said before, to try and grow the business, basically. But yeah, at the same time, I was very disappointed with my profit figures this month. But yeah, so my VA costs this month were £1,016. That's for 3 VAs. And my VAs, they just had absolutely terrible headsets. Sometimes I'd really struggle to understand what they were saying, or they couldn't understand what I was saying. So I just bought them some new headsets, basically. So there was an extra £100 there, basically. They got themselves some Razer gaming headsets or something. But yeah, that's kind of an important thing. These people are working for me in the Philippines, and I need to be able to really understand exactly what they're saying all the time, and for them also to be able to understand me. That's the main thing, is I need to be able to speak to, they need to be able to understand what I'm saying, basically. And I noticed a few of them one of the guys was struggling a little bit with some crummy little headset. So anyway, so I just bought them a couple of headsets anyway. And then we've got about sort of £500 of subscription fees as well. And that's Discord groups, that's Seller Amp, that includes my accounting as well. But that's the kind of cost of my monthly sort of ongoing cost of subscriptions. And one thing I'm definitely doing is I'm looking to maybe cull 1 or 2 Discord groups, because I've honestly found them the more, I don't want to say advanced, but the more I do this, the less I rely on Discord groups, and actually find them a little bit not great right now. I think if you're a beginner, definitely do Discord groups. You can learn a lot on there. Now I just find them a little bit, a bit rubbish, to be quite honest with you, and especially some of the leads they put out as well. They're putting out, leads that sell 50 a month, 50 sales a month, and they're putting that out to 200 people. I mean, it's just going to absolutely tank. And I've not had any good experience with buying any leads from any of these big groups. I think they're just they're after this is maybe a controversial topic, but a lot of them are just looking to make a bunch of money off as many members as possible, without providing the value back. Anyway, that's my controversial opinion on that. But yeah, definitely looking to cull 1 or 2 groups. And then prep fees, just over £1,000 basically. So quite expensive. So you can see here that I've knocked off about £2,600 in just expenses. So obviously that's a lot of money. It's over 50% of my profit basically, after fees. That takes a lot off. And then on the plus side though, I am now making nearly £1,000 back in terms of cashback and incentives. So, sorry, I just wanted to make sure I was still recording because I paused it during the phone call. Well, I hope I did anyway. Nearly £500 in top cashback, which is nice. For last month, I got 242, just shy of, in terms of the Tide cashback. That may be coming to an end, actually. I think they've kind of discovered that weird loophole of you paying off your Amex card and getting reward points for it. So that may stop, but it's good while it lasted. And then, I mean, this is how you know it's. I felt like it was bad anyway when I'm counting the Amex points towards my profit. But yeah, I got 43,623 points for October, basically. Or technically, this is last month, so but yes, it counts for this month anyway. And 2 points is worth a penny, so it's roughly £218. I don't ever convert it into cash. I think it's much better to use it for air miles, things like that. But I just wanted to put that on there, basically. But yeah, that's I was a bit disappointed with this month, and in the end, I only made £2,850, basically. So I was pretty disappointed overall. I know I've definitely, although I did a lot of work last month in terms of helping my VA, my admin VA, and training up my sourcing VAs. I'm always on calls with them every day, basically. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to offload a lot of this work. So I wouldn't say it's a passive business. This is not passive by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, so £2,850. But yeah, and it's not too bad. So, but yeah, I'm looking to make more, basically. For me to be worth doing this business, I need to be making more than that, basically. So yeah, just a few extra little bits. I've got some nice little freebies, I guess. One of the great things about doing online arbitrage is you build up like reward points on certain sites, and you get little freebies here and there. I just buy them to treat myself. So just a few little, these are worth like £35 each. So nice little freebies there. Some shower gel, basically, like high-end shower gel. And this is probably the best freebie that I've got on myself. Using game points, I managed to get myself a Meta Quest 3. Which is worth about 400 and something pounds. That was free. I've got the box here, so yay for me. A nice little freebie from all the points that I've accumulated. But yeah, guys, hopefully, let me switch back over to full screen mode. Hopefully you found that an interesting video. So definitely a tough month for me. I also had HMRC doing an investigation on my first VAT return, which my accountant's dealing with, so that was over my shoulders as well for in October. Everything should be above board, but my accountant took absolute ages to do my first VAT return. It was late by about 2 months, I think. And in the end, HMRC got so upset that they were threatening to send my VAT bill, which they kind of auto-calculated, which is totally wrong, by the way. And they actually owed me that, but they calculated I owed them about £3,000. Got to the point where they were going to send it to debt collectors. In the end, I just paid it off, paid them the £3,000, and then finally my accountant got their VAT bill done, the very first one, and it turned out the HMRC owed me about £2,500-3,000. So to be fair, HMRC paid me pretty quickly on what they owed me, but now to get back that initial payment, they want a bunch of documents and stuff. So anyway, had that to deal with as well. So tough. Yeah, these are the things that happen in this business. So yeah, biggest bit of advice I can give anyone who's starting out is get your admin in order from the very beginning. Get invoices for everything. Every order you do, put it on a spreadsheet or use amazseller.com. Stay very organised, know exactly what you've ordered, keep track of the invoices, and so you can do that on amazseller.com. And yeah, basically just stay organised, because HMRC will want documentation for everything, basically. Because in this business, you're claiming a lot of that. Anyway, don't want to go too much on a tangent anyway. But yeah, hopefully you found that useful, guys. Maybe it's inspiring for you. £2,900, I think was the profit, was it? It's still a pretty good income overall, £2,850. That's before tax, but, it still pays the bills. But yeah, I'm looking to make more, so I'm a bit disappointed, but maybe this will inspire some of you. If you want to make that kind of money, feel free to get in touch. I do coaching, so I can help some of you guys out. But yeah, for me, disappointing. Hopefully November, December, I'm going to be smashing these numbers, doing even better, and into the next year, hopefully I'm going to be doing more. I see guys out there doing 20, 30,000 profit a month. That's the kind of profits I want to get to, and that's what I'm working towards. So hope you enjoyed the video anyway, guys, and continue to watch. And hopefully this time next year, I'll be posting a £20,000 profit month. And you'll be able to see my entire journey towards that. I'm sure I'll get there, so just got to keep putting the work in. Cheers, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.